What's occurring, Battle fans? I'm Fredomian, coach of the Welsh Yons, and today I'm interviewing Psiji, who is the coach of the Blastburn Rovers.
Hey, my name's Psiji.
I love your intro, it's really cool.
Thanks.
He is the coach of the Blastburn Rovers. His team is Latias, Togekiss, Magneton, Typhlosion, Tangrowth, Slowking, Thundurus Therian, Hariyama, Mamoswine. He's got the powerful Mega that is Mega Pinsir, Honchkrow, Excadrill, and Hitmonlee. So, how do you feel about your draft? Did you get everything you wanted?
Well, obviously we both know that I definitely did not. My draft does not resemble anything near my original draft plan. I went into this really wanting a Xerxes core with Sableye as my Mega because I figured having Blissey, Zapdos, and the bulky water would have made me just have like this really disgustingly fat core, which I could bring most weeks or an adaptation of most weeks, and then I can just plug the offense where I need the offense. And I figured that would be the best approach to this sort of thing. And obviously, round one, I wanted a really good wall breaker or Sylveon. Victini and Kieran Black got picked, and so did Sylveon by you. And
Oops.
yeah, so I was kind of left with like, okay, the one dragon I wanted was Latias, so I figured I may as well take that first round, and I thought maybe Zapdos will last until round 2, and I'll just pick that up second because I really need that, or otherwise my core will fail. And it was Siz's second pick, and
Well, it did make it to round 2, to be fair.
yeah, yeah, but it didn't make it very far.
No.
So I was like kind of just expecting someone to like pick out all of like the best stuff like before that, and I thought Zapdos would be something that maybe like fell to the wayside, and no, it did not.
Yeah. I'm gotta be honest, I'm quite glad you didn't manage to get that core you're on about.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
yeah, it sounds as gross as it is, because the thing is, I wanted Vaporeon, and Vaporeon, Zapdos, Blissey is a core on its own, or maybe Alamamone, but just Blissey, Sableye is a gross core as well. So
Oh man, I'm really glad you didn't get that. Is
Yeah.
it a Cooper in the GBA that's got that sort of core? Or
yeah,
is it A-Drive?
it's Cooper. Cooper has the Xerxes core, and A-Drive has the Chansey one, but personally I prefer Blissey in this format just because it can hold Shed Shell when you need it to, and it has a better special attack, so I think it's just a bit scarier.
I love the way that you're looking at Blissey for its special attack.
Well, because that's the thing, it's like in this format, like Blissey switch-ins are so like obvious because there's only a limited amount of stuff, and if you can predict something in, you can bop something with an Ice Beam or a Fire Blast, you're gonna do quite good damage to it. Like,
Can't even argue with that.
yeah, people sleep on. It's the reason that they recommend Blissey and Ubers over Chansey, because it has Shed Shell and it punishes switch-ins with Ice Beam. Fun
Oh.
fact.
I did not know that. I'm not very experienced in Ubers though, so that's probably why.
Yeah. No, most people just can't look at like that one tier that no one cares for, but yeah, a lot of my battling experience is in VGC, and I've like the one tier I've actually played competitively consistently this year is Ubers, and yeah, that's not going to help me much here.
So yeah, this format really doesn't help you with your experience in like your normal play, basically.
No.
Do you have any draft league experience?
Yeah, in fact, it was over a year ago now. I did a draft league with some friends, which kind of crashed and burned because a few of them just weren't as active. One of them like lost it, like his computer broke down like the second week. Some of them were like away for ages, and it just fucked up. We actually had the bench system that we use here. We pioneered it before you. Just
Oh, what?
Just saying, we were like a year in advance.
Well, I've never heard of it before, so you know.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't big. It was just like a small thing between a few friends. So
Oh.
yeah, so yeah, you guys did think of it yourselves, but just so you know, we
Not
stole
as
your
innovative as we thought we were.
yeah.
Well,
I just didn't want to like break it out to everyone before and just be like, yeah, you copied us, you thieves.
So you thought you'd wait until we were really like pleased with our system,
Yes.
and that we thought it was like one of a kind,
Yeah.
and then tell us.
I must say, like the way you're doing it, you're executing it a lot better than us because we had it so the bench didn't open until a certain week. So like the next time, so because we had to battle everyone twice, so when it came around, it would open up. And I've also had experience in a VGC draft league, which is only a small one because we just wanted to experiment to see how it would work because the whole VGC format's very different. And my draft in that, it was very different, but because of the way VGC works, like things do really different roles. So yeah, it just won't help that much. Like, because I was bringing stuff like, that's my dog.
Woof woof.
Yeah, I was bringing stuff like Habanberry, Latios to games, and just like Trick Room and Tailwind and stuff that I won't ever need. So
fair enough. You can
Yeah.
still use things like Tailwind in this format, though.
yeah.
Like, it can really help your teams out.
One of my biggest criticisms with my team is that it just can't go full Trick Room, and I'm not chill with that. I'm really big on my Trick Room if you don't know me, so...
Yeah, you could get like a pretty decent Trick Room going on.
I mean, I've got like
looking at it.
Hariyama, Slowbro, Tangrowth, which is pretty slow. I've got a bit of priority. I've got like 3, 4, 5 priority users.
Yeah, you did quite well on that front.
Yeah, I mean, Togekiss obviously can be used in Trick Room as well, but
Yeah, just not the Paraflint set.
maybe if I run it slow enough.
How are you going to be so slow that you
oh yeah,
like Thunder Wave?
like I need to like get my opponents to get speed boosts and T-wave them holding an iron ball. Or I could. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work.
That's going to be one to watch, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm
So-
saving it for you. I'm saving it for you.
Oh, thanks. I look forward to it. Please don't bring Trick Room against me. I'm quite a quick team.
Yeah.
So, are you happy with your overall team, considering how much you got sniped? Do you think that you managed to pull it together?
I think it's not the team I would use, and I mean, I don't know. I'm quite happy with the ones I have because, well, to be fair, there's about 4 or 5 of them that I've never used before on my team.
God.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever used Typhlosion, Tangrowth, Slow King. I've used it once on a VGC team, actually, and Magneton. But yeah, and Hitmonlee. I've never used Hitmonlee. I just kind of picked that up because I could. But yeah, personally, there's a few picks I really like. I was really proud of my Tangrowth pick when I got that. I was proud of Mamoswine, Hariyama, Togekiss. And then there's some that I just hate, not mentioning names, Thunderous Furion, but...
Well, you did manage to get like a pretty good regenerator core with Slowking and Tangrowth.
Yeah, I think I'm the only person who got a proper to regenerate a wall core.
I think you are, because the other regenerators didn't end up on a team that had another regenerator with it. So yeah, well done on that.
Yeah.
Like, especially considering that quite a few of the regenerator guys went in sort of round 3,
Yeah, so...
and you managed to get yours in round 5 and 6.
Yeah, so I was quite proud of that. Another regret I do have is I kind of wish I had picked up Rotom Heat instead of Typhlosion, because I got Typhlosion thinking I want a fire immunity so I can switch in on things. And when I was thinking this, I was in my VGC mindset thinking, well, I want someone that can switch in on heat waves and punish my opponent for using heat waves, which no one's ever going to. And the thing I realized really late into my draft is Volt Turn is a thing in singles.
I never use Volton.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like I completely forgot Volt Turn existed, and I'm just like, oh yeah, people do that. And part of the reason I grabbed Magneton so late is because I just I want something else that can at least use Volt Switch, because I currently have one thing. I don't think I have anything that can use baton pass either, so
I'm looking at it and I don't think you do.
yeah. So momentum's going to be interesting for me, but I mean, I've got Tangrowth and Slowking, which I can use as pivots instead of walls, and they both make quite good offensive pivots in my opinion, so I can work something out.
I think you managed to build a pretty decent team considering how badly you were sniped.
Yeah, considering like my other team plan, I planned on maybe getting like Sylveon and Mega Gardevoir and getting like Dugtrio and Magneton or Magnezone in later rounds and just trapping everything that resisted fairy hits and then winning with fairy spam like as much as I could. So I thought that would be just like an interesting thing to try out because your opponent's kind of forced to bring their steel types, then you can like adapt to if it's Ferrothorn, HP Fire, well Ferrothorn didn't get sniped, if they have like Magnezone or Magneton, then you bring HP Ground, Heatran, HP Ground. I thought it would be interesting to try something like that, but that didn't work out either.
No, that does sound like it would have been quite a good plan.
Yeah.
And I would have liked to have seen that in action.
Yeah, it's just like been the one-trick pony kind of thing where I get like 3 people in a row, and then someone's like, no, I'm bringing Shed Shell now, and I just lose.
That is the thing in this format, is once you see someone using a specific thing quite regularly,
Yeah.
then you can just like hard counter that. Like if someone's a big fan of using screens, for example,
Just
then
brick
that can
break,
get shut down.
defog.
Yeah, very easily.
The one thing I will say is I do have a reputation as being the berry king, where I just bring like all the berries that people don't know exist, and I'm quite proud of that reputation.
I'm really glad you've pre-warned me about that,
Yeah.
because I never consider those type of parries in this format.
Well, that's the other thing. I'm also very good with my HP numbers, my speed tiers. When I prepare, I probably shouldn't be saying this. I prepare to I only outspeed the things I know I can outspeed. I don't run any extra speed. I invest in bulk. I invest to live hits. Like if I'm going to be 2-hit KOing you, say I'm doing like what 60% per hit, I'll invest. I only do 50% per hit, and I live whatever you hit. Which it's kind of like when people catch on to it, it kind of puts them on guard for that, and they invest to live stuff against me. But you know, we'll see how it comes to it.
I approach my team building the same way. Like I don't waste any EVs if I don't need to. So
Yeah,
I think we've got quite the same mindset there. So are there any teams that you think are big threats to you? Like is it the coach or the team matchup?
the one team I'm looking forward to playing most is Richie. Not because I feel like I have a great matchup against him, or because I think he's like a weak player, because he's probably far stronger than I have ever been at singles. But just because he's a really good friend, and we're probably just gonna sit down on Skype call, start drinking, and just see how the game goes. I'm looking forward to that. But no, there's no team that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, I have absolutely nothing I can do against it. Enzo scares me a fair bit, but he scared me a bit more when he had Shuckle. I feel a little more confident.
Serious?
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, if Pinsir is my only thing that I have to reliably bop Heracross, and that's weak to rocks, and Shuckle's basically guaranteed rocks and sticky web, I was just like, nope. Like, it got me so scared. I actually looked up what learns Magic Coat on my team. So I was just like, if I can lead with Magneton and Magic Coat him first turn, so he has sticky web and now speeds it even. And I was just getting like way too into it before he even finished his draft.
That's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, Enzo's the one I'm probably most scared of.
That's funny because he said that he's quite scared of you in his coach's interview.
Oh, nice.
So your match is definitely going to be one to watch.
I think we play week 2, so...
Ooh, straight in there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got as week 1, who I've already started prepping for, because...
You're prepping already? Wow, that's impressive.
I'm planning on getting all of my teams prepared for... Like, because I have a week off, I'm going to try and get them all prepared for, and then just adjust them when I come for. I've like wrote down a list of every possible set, everything my team can run, and I'm just kind of like working out which one's the best for each team. So,
Oh God.
yeah.
Well, you sound like a big threat when it comes to the planning part.
But here's the thing, now when I play someone and we see how bad my planning actually goes, I'm just going to be the biggest laughingstock in the league. So, let's see.
Well, you don't have Mega Ordino, so...
Lacking the Mr. Mime as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it could be worse. So, yeah, we're going to wrap that one up there. Thanks for doing this with us.
No problem, it's very fun.
Is there anything you want to say to any potential fans and why they should support the Blastburn Rovers?
You should support me because 5 days ago I travelled 3 hours to pick up some Fruit Loops, which I spent £10 on, and now I'm out of Fruit Loops.
I'm sorry, it's just that story.
If you've been if you were in the live stream, you'll know the story and you'll understand why that's funny.
That's hilarious. So yeah, if you are a fan of Fruit Loops or people not having Fruit Loops, then go and support Dan and the Blastburn Rovers.
Hey.
His links are going to be in the description, his channel link and Twitter link. So make sure you do let us know in the comment section if you are going to be supporting the Blastburn Rovers and why you are supporting them, even if it is for the Fruit Loop story.
And leave a hurtful comment if you're not supporting me.
I wouldn't condone that, but if that's what Dan's going to get off on, then knock yourselves out, guys. So thank you again, Dan, for coming along, and thank you all for watching. I'm going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
There you go. Thanks, guys. Bye.